Okay, so this next video that you're gonna, or portion that you're gonna see, involves my last day on the PCT. I just settled down for the night with my tent. I was set up to eat, and these three young ladies showed up. They'd all graduated from I think it was Washington University in St. Louis, Missouri. One girl, Lily, was from New Jersey. Celia was from Hawaii, and Isabel was from Wisconsin. So they pretty much had the United States covered, east to west. And they were telling me that Lily had to get off the trail because of her knee. And I was where I camped that night was right at the junction of Bishop Trail Pass. So the next morning I was going out on that pass, and that was the one Lily had to go out on. But the story got interesting because they had met a mule team driver. His name's JD. I ended up meeting him, and he had offered to take Lily off trail. Her bum knee was making it pretty hard for her to hike, and they were a little concerned because it was just her going off trail with this cowboy guy. And I said, well, look, I'm going that way anyway. I'll go with you too if you don't mind. And they were fine with that. So the next morning we meet with JD, and you'll see the video. But there was a misunderstanding. He wasn't offering to take her off trail. His mule can't carry people, so he was offering to take her pack, and then she could hike out. Well, that changed everything. So she had to make a decision, and the decision was, okay, take my pack. And then the other two girls decided, well, we can't let Lily go on her own because they want to make sure she gets there. I mean, even if I'm with her and her pack's being packed out, she has no tent or anything. So the two friends decided, okay, I guess we're going out too. So we got about 45 minutes off the exit trail, and Lily was just doing fine. Going uphill wasn't a problem for her knee. And whatever the issue is, it was more of a problem going downhill. So after about 45 minutes, we had a break, and I said to the other two girls, Lily's gonna make it. I'll continue to go with her because someone has to have water for her and food. She can't just hike 11 miles out without water. And it was also the first 6 miles of that trail coming out was a 3,500 foot elevation gain. So long story short, the other two girls turned around and went back on the JMT and continued their journey, and I followed Lily to the top. And then at the top there was a friend they'd met the day before. Her name was Jen, and she met us there, and then we continued down on the other side for about 5.5 miles, and that's where Lily was really, really slow. But I was with her on the way down, no trouble keeping up going down because she just couldn't move that well. And at the end, Jen, who they'd met the other day, she was waiting with a van to drive Lily into town here, and she also drove me in. And Lily couldn't believe how easy it was that other people on the trail would help. And Jen was a perfect example because she just lives for hiking. She lives in her van. She's a van lifer. She's hiked the entire Appalachian Trail, and she's hiked a lot of trails around here. So Jen was a great inspiration, I think, for Lily to realize that, hey, people, the trail will always be there to help you. There will always be people out there. And I felt pretty good about helping someone get off the trail who needed the help at the time. She was so appreciative. So anyway, you're going to see a little bit of the video about that, but I think the story was what was interesting. I hope you find it interesting. It also helps helps me realize how much that, not necessarily enjoying the trail, but just enjoying the experiences out there. So, hey, that's the rest of the video coming up that you'll see. It's gonna be a video.
Hey fans. But we shouldn't, in case we have to camp Syria, we shouldn't give him the teacher's
Okay, so it's a bit breezy, but hopefully you can hear me. This is the top of Bishop Trail Pass, or Bishop Pass Trail. Just headed down this side of the trail to Bishop, and I'm helping Lily get across with her bum knee, just basically carrying water. Her pack, as the other video has shown, is got packed out by a pack horse, pack mule. And a lady who knew about the knee problem met us at the top here. Her name's Jen, and really nice. She's offered to help get Lily down this side and then drive her to Bishop, and hopefully I can catch a ride as well. But this is the view. Not on the PCT anymore. I'm taking the resupply trail, which I have to do because I'm out of food. So, also out of battery power here. Hey, so JD, the cowboy with the mules, he did drop her pack off right near the parking lot, just like he said he would. That was great. Lily was very happy about that. One of the things I asked JD before he left with the pack was where the best place in Bishop was to have a steak, because I'm craving a steak. And he said go to the bowling alley. So that's where I'm going to try tonight. See what kind of steak it is, and I hope he's not the type of guy that likes shoe leather for steak, but if he's got good taste in steak, then I'm looking forward to it tonight. And then in a day or two I'll be starting the next section. My plan is to go from Bishop to Mammoth Lakes, and so the next video will probably be about a week from now.